All right, guys. So I'm going to give you a little peek here behind the scenes. It's 3:30 in the morning right now on the East Coast, and I'm waiting for that Dragon Ball Heroes episode to drop. And we have a whole bunch of big news coming out of Jump Victory Carnival. And we've still got the V Jump magazine, and we've still got the Dragon Ball Super panel coming up later on this week at San Diego Comic Con. There's a lot of things going on, and I do not want to overwhelm you guys with news. I don't want to keep dropping videos every 2 hours because there's literally news coming out all the time. So this video is probably going to drop after the Heroes episode review does. Just being candid with you guys, just because I don't want to overload you guys with news, right? Because I'm overloaded. Okay, so let's talk about what we have here. Okay, so first thing is at Jump Victory Carnival, which is the convention going on right now. It's literally going on right now as we speak. Well, it's 3:30 in the morning, so when you guys see this, it'll probably be Monday night, I think, maybe Monday afternoon. So it'll be over by now. But lots of new stuff coming out. First of all, we have this image right here. This is Toyotaro. This is not an official art from the Dragon Ball Super manga, but it is official promotional art from Toyotaro of well, the new Broly movie, Dragon Ball Super Broly, which I know a lot of you guys have been probably wondering, is Toyotaro going to adapt it into a manga? And I think the answer to that is yes, even though I don't know when and it hasn't been confirmed. I would believe that yes, that the Super Broly movie is going to end up being a manga by Toyotaro at some point. Here we have an image of Broly from the movie wearing his armor, battling Goku and Vegeta Blue. Now I think this image looks very sharp. I love the lines here. I love the detail on Goku. Like, this is like some of the best Toyotaro work. When Toyotaro, if he's been criticized a lot lately, but when Toyotaro really focuses and really does the best he can deliver some magic. You know what I mean? He really can. And Toyotaro is just a beast when he does the best he can. But notice that this fight is Broly in his Super Saiyan form. This is not with the green hair. He's got gold hair, and you can tell it's gold hair because the hair does not match up with the rest of the clothing. And we've seen the image that came out earlier of him in his green-haired form. So that tells me that Broly's probably going to have both your traditional Super Saiyan form and a green-haired form, whether it be Legendary or Berserk. We don't really know what they're going to call it, but they're very similar. You know what I mean? So that's good to know right there. Good work from Toyotaro. Now, moving on. And again, there's more stuff coming out. So if you don't get all the news in this video, I'll produce more. But this is going to be... I'm going to try and hammer this out as much as I can within one video. This is new Broly art. Now, I know that it looks very... This is official art from the Dragon Ball Super movie from Shintani. This is character art. I know that it looks... from this image, when I first saw it, I was like, wait a minute, does that even look real? Because it does look a little like fan-made, but no, it actually is Shintani art of Broly in the movie. Again, this Broly looks very different, not too different. Skin's a bit darker, the clothes are obviously different, more scars than the original Broly. This one does appear to be more of a savage just based on his hair and whatnot. Now, again, I did a video with Tragic just a few hours ago, and we talked about that collar around Broly's neck, and the whole question is, is that what's suppressing / controlling Broly's power? Is Paragus doing that? Well, we know for a fact that that Paragus is in this movie. We know that for a fact. So the idea of him controlling Broly, I think, makes sense. And I think it could happen again. I personally do not want to see it because I feel like that's something that is something that I don't want. I want them to do something different. I want Toriyama to change the story up a little bit, but nonetheless, here is a look at how Broly will look in base at some point in the film. But notice that in this scene, he's not wearing his armor. So at some point in the movie, Broly will either have the armor and then not have the armor. We'll see. I mean, again, story details on this film are very sparse. Or is it pronounced sparse? I don't know. Here we have an image of Broly, what I think is max power. Now here, as you guys can see here, somebody actually took this picture with their camera and uploaded it. This is, even though it says Super Dragon Ball Heroes, you guys have to understand this is from the movie. Because what they're doing is they're promoting Heroes and the movie at Jump Victory Carnival. Jump Victory Carnival is a big event going on right now, and there's plenty more. this is an image of Broly from the film. Now, we already saw this image. Well, not this one. We saw a piece of this image come out yesterday. Yesterday. Of Broly jacked up. And this is, I mean, it actually looks like something out of Fighters. You know, that's how Shintani kind of did his art. But, again, very reminiscent of classic Broly here. Hair isn't exactly the same. A little bit lighter in tone than the previous Broly's green hair, but we'll see how it looks in the film. Completely jacked this guy is. Obviously, this is Broly at his maximum rage form. I do have a weird feeling that they are going to retcon Broly into being what Kale had, sort of like the male version. I know that the joke's been made that he's going to end up, instead of her being female Broly, he's going to be male Kale. But from the Toriyama super continuity, it just really seems like what they're doing is maybe Broly will be adapting the Berserk form. Maybe that has something to do with, you know, the comments Vegeta made about Kale in episode 100 when he's like, oh, is this like a Saiyan's true power? So that could be like where Broly gets this power from, where his hair is green, and you know the what used to be called Legendary Super Saiyan back in the day. And by the way, for those who are wondering, Legendary Super Saiyan, even though it's not in the original manga, it is stated in the Kadaizenshu's to be an official form. It is an official transformation. So just letting everybody know that it is like a different form. Because when I was a kid and I first saw these Broly movies, I actually didn't think it was its own form. I thought it was just a title for the guy. But the actual Legendary Super Saiyan is a form in the original Daizenshu. Densetsu no Super Saiyajin is what they call it. So it's real, and there's a look at it. Now, I want to go through this little promo right here. I don't want to show you guys the entire promo. This is a promo for something big coming up this December. This November, besides the movie. Before we get to it, though, Herms has translated the title of Dragon Ball Heroes Episode 3. It is called The Mightiest Radiance, Vegetto Blue Kaioken Explode. So, those of us wondering when are we going to see Vegetto Blue Kaioken, this confirms we're going to see it in Episode 3 of Dragon Ball Heroes against Cumber. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to shift over to Dragon Ball Heroes talk for the rest of the video, because I've already kind of covered the new Broly information. I'm sure more will come out. Also, some of you guys are wondering, yes, Toyotaro did draw a bonus manga chapter with the Cell Juniors. I'm going to see if I can get my hands on a good version of that translated so I can cover it for you guys. Yes, he did draw this like side story. Again, it's a bonus chapter with like Trunks and Goten facing off against Cell Juniors. They're basically these fake Cell Juniors that Android 17 created. That's what I understand. Again, I don't have all the details on that yet. It's at Jump Victory Carnival. It's a lot of stuff for me to cover, so I'll probably be giving that its own video once I get my hands on it. But now, on to Heroes. Yeah, Episode 3's title, The Mightiest Radiance, Vegetto Blue Kaioken Explodes, against Cumber, of course. So, that's good to know. And as you can tell, guys, I'm not scripting these videos. Whenever I do these news videos where I use OBS to capture my screen, I don't script them. I have, like, bullet points of topics, but I don't actually script out what I say. So, you know, things might be a little jumbled. It's kind of like I'm talking to you like you're my pal, you know, not just being the news reporter. It's just more authentic that way. But let's get back to this trailer, because this is kind of groundbreaking. So in this trailer, well, and this is actually, to me, a big deal. We have Cumber, well, kind of a big deal. Cumber fighting Goku. Now, this is from later on in the Heroes video game. This is not necessarily what's going to happen in the manga. This is in the Heroes video game. Goku just got laid out by Cumber. There's Cumber right there, not even joking around. All that negative energy. There we have like the prison planet, so we know this guy's going to be tough to beat. So he's coming right at Goku for the kill. Now this is, again, I want to reiterate, from the video game, not necessarily the anime. This is just a big promotional. This right here is a promotional like clip for a future mission in the Dragon Ball Heroes game. So Goku looks up and he sees Xeno Goku. That is, of course, Time Patrol Goku. And look, it's Xeno Vegeta. So we've got the GT era, or GT timeline, if you could even call it that. It's really an alternate timeline to even that, right? Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta. Whoa. Well, okay, so they just put on the Potara. We have the big explosion. You can hear the music in the background. I actually had it muted, but there wasn't really much audio there to hear anyways. And that is Super Saiyan 4 Vegetto. Alright, now we've seen, that's crazy. We've seen Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, both in GT and in Heroes. We've seen Xeno Vegetto. We've seen Vegetto Blue from the Dragon Ball Super timeline. We've seen these things. This is our first look at what is Super Saiyan 4 Vegetto. Xeno Vegetto. That V4. That's what they're promoting it as. V4. That's... They're just going to do all kinds of wacky combinations, aren't they? And there it says November 28, 2018. So, at some point this November, Super Saiyan 4 Vegetto will become playable in Dragon Ball Heroes. Again, it sounds like... I feel weird making these videos because if you would have told me this 3 years ago, I'd be like, you're clickbaiting, you're lying, there's no way. But literally anything can happen in 2018 Dragon Ball. They're just digging everything they can for this fan service, and whether it be the Dragon Ball Super movie bringing Broly back, whether it be the video games doing stuff like Super Saiyan 4 Vegetto. So, yeah, that's what I have for you here in this video. If anything else drops, I'm sure I will cover it. It's just, I'm really tired, yo, but there's a lot of stuff coming out of Japan today. This week is going to be completely nuts when it comes to Broly news, so remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll keep you up to date as best I can. There's just so much going on. It's overwhelming. Thank you, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.